Hi, Todd here with Interview Expert. Today I'm going to go over what shouldn't be a very challenging question for most people, but unfortunately, if you struggle with it, it can be an interview killer for you. And that question is, tell me what your greatest strength is. My personal experience with this question was not very good, unfortunately. Back when I was in college, it was one of my first few interviews that I ever went into. And it was one of the first questions because honestly, it's a softball question. They're just trying to kind of help you out of the gate. They asked me, what's your greatest strength? My mind is moving a million miles a second. I'm trying to think through, well, what are they wanting to hear? What are they wanting to hear? Is it great quality? I've always taught to be humble. So it's very difficult for me to discuss and talk about um, attributes I would have that would make me better than other candidates for this job. And that kind of set the tone for the rest of the interview, and I didn't perform well, and I did not get a job offer. So here I'm going to go over this question and I'm going to hopefully lay out for you what you can do to take the softball question and make it so it's actually a clear differentiator for you from other job candidates that are going to be applying for the same job. So, in my personal experience, when I'm interviewing people, there are two answers that I want to hear that I feel are superior to any other answer that can be given for this question. So when I ask somebody, what's your greatest strength? The first thing I want to hear back is that they have tenacity or grit. Now, tenacity or grit, basically that's the ability to keep pushing forward when the normal person would have stopped. So when other people would say, I've had enough, I don't think I can complete this task, I have to give up on this new business idea, I have failed, the person with tenacity or grit will keep on going, keep trying new avenues, and the likelihood for them succeeding then goes up because they're pushing through longer and harder than the normal person would. It's actually shown, studies have shown that people with tenacity are better performers than people that have higher intellect or better social skills, because of this pushing through gives them this added ability to have more chances of succeeding where other people will drop out too early. The other thing I want to hear from people that I'm interviewing that I think is a big separator is when someone says, I am a visible expert, or I'm attempting to become a visible expert in my field. Now, being a visible expert is different than being a normal expert in a field. A normal expert is somebody that has the book smarts, has researched their field, is probably quite good at what they do. However, they haven't taken the time to write the blog posts, speak publicly, talk with other colleagues, find out about, researching every little nuance that goes on in their specific field to become truly immersed and truly an expert in it. So somebody that's a visible expert could be somebody that maybe an attorney that specializes in, let's say, a specific area of family law, and that person then is who other attorneys may call for, quick advice on something, or they may actually, fully refer the client to them. Now, when we deal with people that are coming out of college and they say, well, I don't have a lot of job experience yet, it's very difficult for me to be, the visible expert in a field. It's okay if you're aspiring. So, for example, if you were the head of the marketing club and you had written an article in the student newspaper and you had given talks on where you think the future of marketing is going, or even written some blog posts on it, that in of itself would show that you're attempting to become a visible expert in your field. And the reason companies want people that are visible experts um, is they kind of make it rain. So when you're a visible expert, other people seeking you out, they drive business to the firm in which you're part of. And in some instances, being the visible expert will make it so that your firm actually gets a once in a lifetime opportunity that no one else will get, because you are the person that is seen in the market for what you do as the best. So tenacity, grit, or being a visible expert, those are the two greatest strengths I think somebody can have, or can convey in an interview. The other candidates, a B plus, A minus answer will be when somebody says they're creative, or they're innovative, or they're good at solving problems, or they're a team player, or they have good leadership potential. Those are all good, but for a business that's looking at somebody, those greatest strengths, those are the greatest strengths that deliver to the bottom line. So that's why employers will care about those more. At any rate, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button below, and just know that we have additional training at Interview Expert, our website. And if you're looking to refine your interview skills, our boot camp, our Interview Expert boot camp, is a great place to start. Thanks for tuning in.